I mean, the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something.
Shush.
In the old
Anyway.
fort near Riften.
Yes. Hello. Welcome. Shut up. Anyway, welcome back to Skyrim. We are taking the city of Heffingar, whatever. We are taking the city today. So, they have like one landmark, which I'm pretty sure is Heffingar. Or are we just taking Whiterun? Are we not Whiterun? Are we just taking Solitude right now? As long as... Yeah, I think we're taking Solitude right now.
This is it, men. It's time to make this city ours. On this day, our enemy will know the fullness of our determination, the true depth of our anger, and the exalted righteousness of our cause. The gods are watching. The spirits of our ancestors are stirring. And men, under suns yet to dawn, will be transformed by what we do here today. Fear neither pain nor darkness, for Sovereign God awaits
You
those
there.
who die with
The
weapons
Dawn
in their
Guard is
hands
looking for
and
anyone willing to
courage in
fight
their
against the
hearts.
growing vampire
We
menace.
now fight
What do
our
you
way
say?
to Castle Dower, to cut the head off the Legion
That's what
itself.
everybody says.
And in that
Right up until they
moment,
find their
the
throat
gods
being
will look
ripped out
down
by a
and see
pack of
Skyrim
hungry
as she was
vampires.
meant to be.
If you
Full
change
of
your
laws,
mind and decide to join the
almighty,
fight before it's too
powerful,
late,
and
talk to
free.
Isran at Fort Dawn Guard.
Ready now, everyone, with me, for the sons and daughters of Skyrim!
We have marched upon Solitude. Nice little quick. This place is ours. You are no match for the Stormcloaks.
You're
There we go.
You're not supposed to be here.
And you're dead. I choose freedom. You chose death. Did you just... I think they just killed the storm. Someone deal with him.
secure the door.
Already done.
Ulfric, stop.
Stop what? Taking Skyrim back from those who leave her to rot.
You're wrong, Ulfric. We need
General
the Empire.
Tullius.
Without it, Skyrim will assuredly fall to the Dominion.
You were there with us. You saw it. The day the Empire signed that damn treaty was the day the Empire died.
You're a damn fool.
Stand aside, woman. We've come for the General.
He has given up, but I have not.
Miraak, go. You're free to leave.
I'm also free to stay and fight for what I believe in.
You're also free to die for it.
This is what you wanted? Shield brothers and sisters killing each other? Families torn apart? This is the
Damn it,
Skyrim
woman,
you
stand
want?
aside.
That's not the Skyrim I want.
Now you're mine. Kill you.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Then die!
Watch it.
Die, Tullius!
Here now.
Enough!
Let me loot this guy.
Be fun. This is it for you.
That's the end of that.
Any last words before I send you to Oblivion?
You realize this is
That'll teach you.
That's the end of that. What who wanted?
That's the end
Thalmor.
of
That'll
that.
teach you to
They
cross
stirred up
me.
trouble here.
the end.
Forced
That's
us
the
to
end of
divert
that.
needed resources and throw away good
That'll teach you
soldiers
to
quelling
cross
this
me.
rebellion.
That'll teach you to cross me.
Don't you think?
Ah,
That's the end.
We aren't the bad guys, you know.
Maybe not, but you certainly aren't the good guys.
Perhaps you're right. But then what does that make you?
You just said it yourself.
it makes us right.
And if I surrender?
The Empire, I remember, never surrendered.
That empire is dead. And so are you.
So be it.
Just kill him and let's be done with it already.
Come, Galmar. Where's your sense of the dramatic moment?
I want to kill him.
By the gods. If it's a good ending to some damn story you're after, perhaps the Dragonborn should be the one to do it.
Good point.
Yes, yes.
Well, Dragonborn, what do you say? Do you want the honor? Dragonborn, here. Use my sword to do it. This moment will be immortalized in song. Make it a good kill.
Wait. Wait, sorry,
Fuss! Good. It's done.
Well, I suppose some kind of speech is in order.
Imperial bow. Contolis armor.
I'll go gather the men in the courtyard.
And Elisif?
Don't you worry about her. I've sent my best men to round her up.
Stormblade, I want you to have my sword, a token of my appreciation. Now then, the men will expect a speech.
Of course.
Very good. Come, the people await us.
This day, the Empire have been defeated.
I am indeed Ulfric Stormcloak. And indeed, there are many that call me hero. But it is all of you who are the true heroes. It was you who fought a dying empire, who sunk its claws into our land, trying to drag us down with it. It was you who fought the Thalmor and their puppets who would have us deny our gods and our heritage. It was you who fought your kin who didn't understand our cause, who weren't willing to pay the price for our freedom. But more than that, it was you who fought for Skyrim, for our right to fight our own battles. To return to our glory and traditions, to determine our own future.
Indeed.
And it is for these reasons that I cannot accept the mantle of High King.
That's
Not
why I
until
am the
the
High
moot
King, right?
declares that title should adorn my shoulders will I accept it.
And what about Jarl Elisif?
Yes, what about the Lady Elisif? Will she put aside her personal hatred for me and her misplaced love for the Emperor and his coin so that the suffering of our people will end? Will she acknowledge that it is we Nords who will determine Skyrim's future? Will she swear fealty to me so all may know that we are at peace and a new day has dawned?
I do.
Then it is
Hip
settled.
bone movement.
The Jarl will continue to rule Solitude. I will garrison armies here to ward off Imperial attempts to reclaim the city. And in due time, the Moot will meet and settle the claim to High King once and for all. There is much to do, and I need every able-bodied man and woman committed to rebuilding Skyrim. A great darkness is growing, and soon we will be called to fight it, on these shores or abroad. The Altmeri Dominion may have defeated the Empire, but it has not defeated Skyrim!
How'd I do?
Not so bad. Nice touch about the High King.
Thank you.
He's
I
also
thought
dead.
so too.
It's a foregone conclusion, you know.
Oh, I know.
The Imperials are not going to leave us alone. They still have camps in the hills. They'll
Then we
continue
will
to
destroy
strike
them.
out at us whenever and wherever they can.
I'm not afraid of the remnants of the Legion. In time, they'll all give up and go home. What I fear is that the Thalmor will see our victory here and turn greater attention to our shores. We must be prepared to face them.
Aye.
And of course, we couldn't have done it without you. May the gods preserve you.
May the gods preserve us all.
Come, Galmar. We've still much work to do.
Well,
My hatred for the Empire is vested only by love for my countrymen.
Yes? Make it quick. I'm a busy man.
so... Do I call you High King?
No, not yet. We'll wait for the moot to name me High King. It'll be better for all that way. But that doesn't mean I won't start acting like it. There's much to do. The new Jarls need help building armies and enforcing their right to rule. The Empire may try to reclaim Skyrim, and I need everyone
won't.
ready for that. Though the biggest threat, of course, is the elves.
And we will kill them. Is there anything further I can...
True sons and daughters of Skyrim reign in every city. We've crippled the Imperial Legion and cut off its head by killing General Tullius himself.
Yep.
What more could I ask of you? No. You're free to roam. I suspect the gods have needs for you elsewhere. That said, some of the Legion's staunchest men have organized themselves and are operating out of hidden military camps in the wilderness. If you come across any Imperials in your travels, I expect you'll know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
There will be peace for a time, during which we must rebuild Skyrim into the land it once was. Strong, self-reliant, the center of mankind. Because getting rid of the Empire was only half the problem. Soon the elves will again seek to rule the world. We must ready ourselves to fight them. For it will be Skyrim that shall lead Tamriel in those dark days, when the fate of the world is finally determined. Keep your brother, and he'll keep you.
Well, that was the Battle for Solitude.